Rowdy Nation TV, welcome back to the channel. UFC 319 recap. We're going to do a recap on Duplessis versus Chimaev. We got a new champion in the middleweight division. I watched the fight last night. I don't even know if I want to call it a fight, guys. This was just total domination. So let's jump into it and see what happened. KHAMZAT Chimaev defeated Dricus Duplessis by unanimous decision, with all judges scoring 50-44 in his favor, crowning him the new UFC middleweight champion. Chimaev dominated with relentless ground game, executing 12 takedowns in 17 attempts and maintaining control for 21 minutes and 40 seconds. Now that's nearly 88% of the fight spent on the ground, people. And I'm telling you, Dricus Duplessis didn't have anything for him when it came to the ground game, and he never got a chance to really take off with any of his striking. Now you have to see that, because 21 minutes and 40 seconds that was spent on the ground, there's only 25 minutes in the fight. So Chimaev scored his first takedown in just 10 seconds in the opening round and took Duplessis in a crucifix position, raining down short shots, not really punishing that much to me. This article is going to try to say that it was a punishing shots. No, most of those shots were really small shots that that wasn't really doing no damage to Duplessis. That's why he went to 5 rounds, because otherwise on the ground you would think 21 minutes on the ground somebody should have got choked out, right? That's what I'm thinking. But no, he had good defense when it came to the rear naked choke. But when it came to the crucifix, man, he got put in that crucifix every time that Chimaev wanted him there. You know what I'm saying? So it was just total domination. So across multiple rounds, all 5 rounds, side control, crucifix positions, that was his go-to. Occasionally working to the mount or to take the back despite Duplessis' defensive efforts, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't get choked out. In one of the few bursts and bright spots, he did land a reversal in the final round and attempted a guillotine choke. But that's what I'm talking about. He always, there was a few times in the fight when Duplessis, would try to put old boy in a choke, and I'm like, man, that's, even the commentators, that's not your game. Why are you trying to do that? He should have backed up off of him and started raining down shots on him, but he didn't do that. He tried to put him in a choke and ultimately could not capitalize, on that position. So Chimaev outlanded Duplessis 529-45. Dominated. Annihilation is what I would like to call it, with all 3 judges scoring 50-44. That's reflecting Chimaev's consistent control across 5 rounds, people. And that's all it was. Like I said, that's all it was. Had this guy on the ground. It wasn't the most exciting fight. I mean, especially for Duplessis. I mean, that dude was riding his back for 5 rounds. I know he was what I will say about Duplessis though, his mental fortitude was strong, because he didn't check out, man. He just couldn't do anything. That's why he still had a chance. And let me get this in there too. The referee threw him a bone at least twice. I know 2 times the referee threw Duplessis a bone where Chimaev had him on the ground, and he wasn't really doing he was still controlling him, like big time controlling him, but he wasn't raining down heavy shots. So they stood him up. And you would think that, hey, this is my chance. Duplessis, you would think he would be saying, this is my chance. And I think one of those times he got up is when he tried to put him in a headlock, or try to get him in a chokehold, which he couldn't hold. So why are you doing that? Your game, and he has no movement. He has no movement, no foot movement, and that's never really was his style. If you were to think about it, all the fights that we seen with Duplessis were really striking. Nobody really tried to take him down. Nobody and if they did try, they couldn't. But this guy, this high-level grappler that Chimaev is just amazing, right? And I just think we're witnessing something that we've probably never seen before in the middleweight division. That's all I got to say. Chimaev's performance was nothing short of overwhelming, a wrestling clinic that neutralized Duplessis' striking and championship composure. Now, he didn't really take him out. Well, he did, but I'm just saying he didn't give up. You know, I got to give Duplessis credit because he didn't give up. You know what I'm saying? So, what's next with Chimaev? We don't know, man, because in the division, he's the new rankings come like this. We got the champion, KHAMZAT Chimaev. Dricus Duplessis become number 1. Nasruddin Imavov, I don't really know him. Sean Strickland said some stuff after the fight. I guess he sent out a tweet or something talking about when he trained with KHAMZAT, and when they were training, he would get the best of him when it came to the wrestling in their training. And as you're gonna see, that's not true. That's not true. That is not true at all, right? So, but like I said before, Rowdy Nation TV, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, so anytime I drop a video, you guys can be notified. We out.
Sean Strickland, your old friend, has been tweeting about you since the fight. He said that when you were in the gym together, he would actually out-wrestle you and be better than you in the wrestling over 4 rounds.
Rodriguez take him down many times, but how can he take me down?